Hello shell buddies and welcome to the Ashway Bijou channel. This week we are going to take a look at part 2 of our trip out for shelling at Cayo Costa where we had a lot of fun. Let's get back to it. Are you see-through? Oh yes. Hello albino. Right on. Oh, fighting conch, he's a weirdo. I love me a weirdo. Girl, you didn't. She got a lion's paw. Oh, hinged angel wing pair. Nice work, baby. Good job. Yes, please. Oh, you're perfect. Some great Atlantic cockles here. Really nice ones. Continuing on the Cayo Costa adventure this week, and let's just do a quick little recap and remind you some of the things that went on last week. Wonderful. Okay. Look at how cute that is. Little tiny whelk. Yeah, look at this. All this water that gets trapped in here. There's periwinkles in here. Look at all the periwinkles. Oh my goodness. Look at all these, see all these little grooves? They're all filled with little periwinkles. There's our big nest there. Could be an eagle, could be an osprey, not sure. Haven't seen anybody pop out of there yet. Yeah, these guys need rinsing. They're icky. That's a couple of nice big egg cockles. Well, one big egg one. And another one back up here. Heavens to Betsy, there's a lot of these here today. This is cool. So still more adventuring out here on Cayo Costa to come, as well as a trip to a really cute little deli on Sanibel Island called Huckster's, and a special stop at She Sells Seashells, the famous shell shop out on Sanibel Island. In this part 1 of the Cayo Costa adventure, there are a couple of ways that you can get to it. Number 1, there will be links at the very end of the video that'll pop up on the top. One will take you to the part 1 of Cayo Costa, and the other one will take you to a playlist of shelling from that region and that area of the Gulf. Guess there's bamboo out here too. Would not have necessarily guessed that. How you guys doing? Finding anything?
Yeah, I found some good shells.
Right on.
I'm gonna go around the corner and check out that side.
There you go.
Go up in there at all?
Yeah, there's lots of egg cockles in there. They're a little mucky.
Let me see.
But there's a lot.
I haven't even seen those.
Yeah, there's bunches of those. I got 9 or 10 in there. All back in that bramble. Since cockles seem to be a running theme here out at Cayo Costa, especially the egg cockles, why don't we talk about cockles in general for just a second? Now, in the Florida Living Beaches book, you can see that they're right next to each other. The prickly type, which gives you the giant Atlantic, the pricklies, the yellow pricklies, and then the egg cockles, which gives you your common, your painted, and your Mortons. They're all right next to each other in the book, and they're all part of the same family, Cardidae. Now, here's from Bailey Matthews Museum. Shows one of shows what the cockles in our area are, and you can see the strawberry, the common prickly, the giant Atlantic, the paper cockle, and then you can see a couple of egg cockles in there too. You got the Mortons there over on the left at number 2, the painted, and then of course our common egg cockle, which is the one that people find most often, as well as another one called the Pristis. Here's what the Pristis looks like, and you can see they're pretty similar, just a little bit different, which we'll talk about in a second. But these are the ones that we are mostly finding out here on Cayo, the common and the Pristis egg cockles. Now, of course, we have the smaller guys too. These are really little tinies, though. These are a tiny jar shell, no bigger than an inch max, and that would be your painted egg cockle, which is kind of oblong shape with those wide zigzags on it, and then, of course, your Mortons or yellow egg cockle, which is even smaller yet, much more round and a lot more yellow and brown with those really fun zigzag stripes, and those are cool, but I'm not finding those out here on Cayo. What we're finding is the common and the Pristis. Now, I want you to kind of see the difference between the common and the Pristis too, because apparently the Pristis wasn't really recognized as one of the Gulf cockles really officially until, like, say 2004 when there was one report done, and then in 2020 when another one was done. You can see they're very similar. The common has kind of got this more sort of angled sort of a thing going on. This guy, he's photographed a little more straight up and down, but there's a few things to look at. Number one, see this nice coloring? Number two, see all of this banding on it, which is not really present with the other one. The Peristis is going to exhibit a lot of yellow and a lot of brown, where the common, this little color on here can be red, it can be yellow, it can be orange, it can be pink. And you'll notice also we've got this nice yellow band on the inside. We don't have that on this one. And this guy seems to me a little rounder, where this one seems almost a little more square-like, where this edge is really straight, and this one's got kind of more of a graded curve to it. But you can see also when you look at this shell itself from this side, it's a little rounder through here. And then this is more like sharp and narrow over here, where this is just the littlest bit wider. Now, I bet a lot of you didn't know also that cockles are edible, but it is very important that A, you have a fishing license, and B, you check with the state and make sure you're harvesting them from someplace that's safe to collect them for eating, because they're filter feeders and they sit on the bottom. They siphon in and out whatever they're surrounded by. So make sure you're getting them from someplace safe. All right, enough nerding out about the cockles. Let's get back out on that beach.
Did you go over to the water?
The water drops off real deep. When you get to the edge of the sand, it just drops right down in there, and it's very tea stained and full of tannin. So I was looking for crown conchs to see if there were any. I didn't see indication that there was.
But that you found up in here?
Yeah, the cockles off this direction, all in all that brambly stuff back there.
All right.
Kind of behind where that bird nest is, and just that way.
Oh, right over there?
Yep. You're welcome. Watch out for the snakes. No, I'm just teasing. I didn't see any. I'm busting your I'm just teasing. It's Florida. There's snakes everywhere, okay? It's Florida. But I didn't actually see any back there. And there what? If it's got a hole going down, probably a ghost crab house. The little ghost crabs, those little light colored ones. Because you'll always see these little tick, 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 tick marks in the sand all around the hole too, where they eject the sand out and go running around. Woo! There's a step down. You guys finding anything good over here, Myra? How you making out over here in the water? It's very seaweedy. Finding anything good?
What's that?
You finding anything good?
No.
No?
It's funny that some of the clam shells that I see here have a color that I don't see.
They all have a weird brown kind of thing going on. Surf clams, I've never seen them this color like they are here. My friend Sherman has noticed this and pointed this out on her channel, SWFL Beach Life, as well. Particularly around the Bunches Beach area, where things will have like a muted tan brown sort of a color to them. Apparently, some of that stuff around here on Cayo has that same thing going on, and I'm assuming that it's just from nutrients and other things that are actually in the water, plant material, stuff like that. All right, so there's a bunch of seaweed here. Let's get past that and see if we can see anything after that. Whoa. Okay, what we got here and here? Hello. Well, you're all busted, but you're not. Right on. Oh, fighting conch. He's a weirdo. I love me a weirdo. Excellent. Oh, I just saw an olive. Quick draw. Got it. Nice. And there's lots of pieces of the things I want to find, like tulips and whelks. But they are just pieces. Oh, where'd you go? Pretty in pink. Look how beautiful. Oh, that's nice. Nice calico scallop. All right, I'm getting way too much junk in my shoes over here. This is crazy. What you got, John? Oh, hinged angel wing pair. Nice work, baby. Good job. That's great.
Get that egg cockle. It's got a hole in it.
Well, it led you to something better. Fabulous. Oh, that is fantastic. Aren't those cute? Now these look like they're the little false angel wings. The texture pattern only coming up just so far on it. Still, angel wings are angel wings, and we take angel wings. Doesn't matter if they're broken, whole, hinged, tiny, big. If it's an angel wing, it's coming home. Ooh, angel wings! We don't get to talk about these all that often. The last time was probably when we went down to Cayo Costa Island. So let's dive into this for a minute and talk about the 4 different kinds of angel wings that we find here on the Gulf Coast. If you take a look in your Florida's Living Beaches book, you'll see the 4 different kinds of angel wings all there on page 141. We have the standard angel wing, which gets to be almost 7 inches long, the Campeche angel wing, which maxes out at about 5. Then we have the fallen angel wing, the mud pittock, which has that twist in it, and the little false angel wings, and they only get about 2 inches long or so. So how can you tell the difference between all these different kinds of angel wings if we have 4? Well, the Campeche and the standard angel wing will be your biggest, and the fallen angel wing and the false angel wing will be small guys. There's a big size difference between the 2 of them, actually. The standard angel wing getting up to almost 7 inches, the Campeche's at almost 5, but the false angel wing only gets to be just over about 2 inches or so. And there's a pattern detail that you need to notice. Now, not only are the fallen a little narrower, like the Campeche's are, a little narrower than the standard angel wing, but you'll notice those dots, those little beads, they don't go all the way across the shell on the false angel wing like they do on their big angel wing cousins. I wasn't seeing much in the water, honestly. But I think maybe if the water level drops a little, we might see a little more.
Yeah.
Because what time was the negative? Was it like 10:30 or something like that? I didn't either. I should have took a screenshot of my app. I didn't. Try to get that in a little bit. Yes, please. Oh, you're perfect. Perfect. It's perfect. Look at that.
I have a couple right now.
Nice. All right, I put your little hingy pair in here too.
That's fine.
Those are going to be a pair of earrings for me, honey. I'm going to have me a pair of angel wing earrings. Yep. Nice job, babe. Okay, I'm enjoying myself. I don't know about you. I'm having fun. And is it? Yeah. Look at that. Huh.
Is that a rose-colored talon?
Is it a rose talon? Or a really big coquina? I think it's just a really big coquina, but I like the color. Okay. And I found this little algae-covered angel wing there too. And there's one of those crazy white slipper snails I like. That they say we don't have the Eastern Atlantic slipper snail. This might be the depressa. I just call them southern white slipper snails now to differentiate. So fun little tinies here. Fragile stuff. This is a neat place. With all of this rugged coastline and trees, you wouldn't think these fragile things would survive. So it's kind of fun to find them. Now, just to satisfy my curiosity, yep, look at that. Under this top layer of sand, there is shells. There's another of those white slipper snails. How fun. That's cool. So it might be worth just sitting and digging too. But it's so hard to force myself to do that when we only have 2 hours and I really want to explore. See, my trouble is I need to come to a place like this and just stay for like 2 days and see everything. If I don't, I feel like I'm missing out. And I saw something cool in yellow. Oh, we got some park rangers. Cayo Costa is a state park. Some great Atlantic cockles here, really nice ones. Ow, just hit me in the back of the leg. Well, there it is. It was on my foot. Lost it again. Oh, there it goes. Boy, it's murky and it's fast moving here, for sure. Another one of these guys. Awesome. And look at that beautiful pink. Saw that even through the murk. Look at that. That's a great scallop. Very nice. Oh, I just saw a turkey wing and a wave just covered it over. Oh gracious, it's gone now. Yes, ma'am.
I love it. Blue colors, blue and gray.
It's what's left of a buttercup Lucine.
You're
yeah.
right.
It's got some pretty cool discoloration with that iron sulfide though. Oh, I thought that was a piece of an angel wing, but is it? No, ripped up prickly. Uh-oh, almost dropped that. Is this? I saw this while I was changing my battery. It is. Oh, it's what's left of an apple murex, but it's got some really pretty color on that. And I don't mind if it's got a hole in it, because I like broken shells for crafty stuff. So that's fun. Interesting that we saw some angel wings behind us and then poof, just like that, no more. Oh my goodness gracious, look at this. Wow. Yeah, wish we'd met sooner. That's off of a true. It'd be nice to find a couple of those.
And this is all the park, huh?
As far as I understand, yes.
Wow, that's just a dead tree.
How you making out, Gwilda? You finding anything fun? Nice. Girl, you didn't. She got a lion's paw. Wow. Where did you find that?
Up in the rack line.
Up in this rack line or in the further back stuff? Because I found a bunch of egg cockles back
In the
there.
middle. Nice.
Cool. That's a nice find, Gwilda.
That's my treasure of the day. And I
It sure is.
A little bitty, little angel wings like this.
Oh yeah, we got a couple of them too. Check this guy out.
Yep.
Isn't he nice? Then we got a hinged pair in there.
Oh, a hinged pair. Wow.
Yeah, John found those. And I found a couple apple murexes, not many. There's pieces of tantalizing stuff here though. There's pieces of true tulips, pieces of regular tulips. So, I don't know, I bet you as we go further up it changes. Oh girl, that back area in there is loaded with it. Some of the most beautiful driftwood I've ever seen. Good work. If you're enjoying this video and getting some valuable information on what to expect when you go shelling in the central and southern Florida Gulf Coast area, then go ahead, like, share, subscribe, or hype this video. If you subscribe, YouTube will let you know when I post new videos as well in your notifications. And if you like, share, hype, or comment, that indicates to the YouTube algorithm that this is information that's useful and helpful, and it'll help push that information in this video out to other people that are looking for the same information on where to go have really cool adventures when they come down here on their shelling vacation. According to YouTube, most of my viewers actually watch my videos on a TV screen, not on a tiny mobile screen. The better to see the shells with. But it's not always easy to figure out how exactly to subscribe or like if you're watching from a television and all you have is a remote. So let's take a quick look at how to do that. I'll show you how to go ahead and do that so you can stay abreast of the latest information from the Eshway Bijou channel. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, when you go and search for Eshway Bijou, this is what will come up. And you want to go ahead and select that. It'll allow you to subscribe right from here just by using the arrows on your remote. So I just arrow over and I hit subscribe. You can also subscribe while you're watching a video as well. Just take your arrow and press it on your Roku remote down, and it'll bring this little menu up right here where you'll see the title, and then you can see the subscribe button over there. Oh, let me press that down arrow again. There's the subscribe button there. You just hit the up arrow to get to it. You can hit it there. And to find link in description, you arrow over to the left to get that selected. When you click on that, it brings you to a screen that looks like this, and it has the description. You just arrow down to description, and you can hit that, and this is where you'll find links to things if they're linked in the description when you're searching from a Roku TV. And there you go. Just like that. It's just that simple to go ahead and subscribe from your television set so that you can continue to watch the Eshway Bijou channel and your other favorite creators on YouTube. Let's get back on the beach. Hey, there's a little whelk. Oh, and he's a weirdo, and he's all surfworn and strange, but look at that. Look at that weird depression right there. That's fun. I love a weirdo. And this, I believe, is one of those little tiny talons. He's not really a coquina. He doesn't have that bend for that back part. That's a really cool find too. I like it. Alright, I feel like if we look in this little stuff in these higher spots, we might find jujubes and other cool stuff too.
I think it's time to sit down and have a snack.
Yeah? Well, the snacks are all in my bag, so pull them out and I'll give them to you. I am not really hungry at the moment. I'm gonna keep bebopping around. Need a break, babe?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, everything's all in there. There you go. That'll make it a little easier for me to get around too. Not the extra weight in there from the sodas. And you know what else I'm gonna grab? What? Is my camera bag, because I've already gone through 2 batteries and I'm on number 3. And we haven't been here that long, so. Oh, look at this cute little tiny pink one. There's a little bittersweet. Oh, fun. There's another coquina. All right, so we just found out we got to be back in 15 minutes. I spent so much time looking around the island that I didn't really shell very hard. But I got this cute little coquina, a little bittersweet, and a cute little calico.
Right, we got a huge egg cockle.
We got lots of nice egg cockles.
Yeah, we got the hamster angel.
Yep, and I did find other angel wing pieces too. Ooh, look at this guy. He's fun. Fun jingle. I got some Got some really nice of those giant Atlantic cockles too. Golly, I thought we had another like hour. I didn't realize how much time was passing. Good gracious. Yeah, it kind of did. The boat ride was rough. Yeah, it kind of did. Well, I mean, now that we know where this is, we can always come back. Now that we know we can get out here via ferry. Huh. What time is it? Here, trying to make you a shadow so you can see.
I can't see. Yeah, but it's a dial.
Oh, I can't make it out in this lighting. I'm not much on wearing a watch, and neither is John, so if we can't read our phones, we really can't tell what time it is. But if you have to be back to the boat, and you gotta go a little ways to get there, you kind of have to pay attention to that stuff. Alright, time to check some of this up rack stuff. There's a pretty little sun ray Venus, all sun faded. Nice. There's a quahog there. Myra, can you make out your phone? We can't see John's and we can't figure out what time it is.
It is 11 o'clock. Well, 10:58.
10:58. Okay, so we still have a half an hour then. Yeah, we still have a half hour. Alright, I want to go check out under this tree. I don't know why. It just says come visit me, so I'm gonna. Oh yeah, all kinds of crazy stuff stuck up in here too. I think I'd like to come back to this place after a storm. After there's a dust up. See what's good. Because clearly this water level gets crazy back here. And I mean, look how deep in all those trees and all those mangroves just all scalded and snapped off. Wow. There's some sea grape though, recovering, some grasses. Leave Mother Nature alone, she'll fix it. Alright, so with the water level dropping a little, I do sort of want to get back to that bottom and see what other goodies there might be. And I'm pleasantly surprised that the bugs were not all over me. A nice breeze this morning kept them away from us. How unusual. Big chunk of that limestone concretion stuck here, and there's a little sand pile around it. How weird. Huh. Now we've seen this deathbed stuff before when we went to the pits with the Fossil Club, actually up in Brooksville Center Hill area. But it's common to see this in different formations of geologic time where a mass die-off happens, everything piles on top of each other, and a whole bunch of the same type of stuff will fossilize all together because they were all kind of in the same place at the same time. This, I would say, is probably Pleistocene, close to Holocene, maybe right before or after the Ice Age. It's not a super fossil or anything like that, but that just shows you how these little deathbeds kind of come together and form the fossils that we pick up when we go fossil hunting in limestone. I want to check around in the water again now that the water level's dropped a little bit. Figured I better head that direction since we only got a half hour. Oh, bummer, he's broken. Might have been a nice rough. That's some nice color on that lady in waiting. Oh wait, no. Is it? Or is it a juvie quahog? Let's take a look at the shape. Oh, got that weird diamondy, triangular-y kind of shape. Not sure with this guy. Might take a look him up. I got over here. This little guy's getting a snack. Hi, buddy. Do we have an albino? There's an alternate talon too. Nice little alternate talon there. Now, are you see-through? Oh yes. Hello, albino. That's cool. An albino prickly and a little alternate talon. So we got about a half hour left. And I'm kind of making my way back to the bottom. So we got to be back to the boat at 11:30. The wind is making it, I made it tougher for us to get out here. It's going to make it tougher for us to get back to. So, getting slightly less time out here than we thought, which is a bit of a bummer. But, you know what? We know we can come back again, so. Wait till the Gulf it's a little churned up with a winter storm and come out here again. Because this is fun. John's getting ready to head back this direction too. He's had his snack. I'm gonna just snack on the boat. We got a half hour or 40-minute ride, so. Look at you! Another cute little angel wing. All right. Oh, I'm so happy. Let's look at this guy a little closer, and building on everything that we just learned about the angel wings, would you say that this is a true angel wing or a false angel wing? I'm going to give you a few seconds to go ahead and comment and tell me what you think, then I'll give you the answer. It's a baby real angel wing, and you can tell because the little dots, the little beading on it, goes all the way to the front of the shell. I love finding tiny angel wings. Nice. I'm surprised to be finding them here in the surf line, because it is a little choppy. Oh, broken whelk there. And yeah, these surf clams have some really fun colors. Yeah, he's really bad. Yeah, look at the colors on these. So fun. Unusual. There's a big middle out of a moon snail, but there's only just half of them. Hello. Hello, beautiful. I like finding these. Another gorgeous little angel wing. Oh my gosh. Awesome. Well, I thought maybe I'd find some bigger ones today, but I'm just as happy to find little ones. I like those littles. Oh, look what just washed up. A really nice little whelk. A great little lightning whelk. A little chewed up on his ridge, but on his lip there, that's okay. Not a problem. Awesome. Here. Big chalky lucine right there. Busted out in the back by the hinge, but there's another nice Atlantic giant cockle too. What's this? Ooh, that's a Tagulus. Hey, and oh my gracious, another angel wing. But yeah, check that out. That's a Tagulus. Now it looks a little big for the purplish and a little small for the stout, so I'm not really sure which one this is, but check it over when I get home a little closer and look at it a little better. That's a kind of fun find. Not a lot of conchs or whelks. So this is a different sort of shelling than what we're used to. Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff down here, but it is so murky. And I'm getting so much junk in my shoes. I did just see another fighting conch in there though. Let's see if it makes its way back up to me. It went tumbling down off the edge. And I guess I lost it. That's okay. Fighting conchs I can get all the time. Watch out, you're picking up baby angel wings since I don't get those hardly ever. Great. Orangish brown. That'll make a nice pendant. And just for fun. Here's another little telling. Alright. You can see that stuff is shells than sand. Yep, all kinds of littles under here too. Interesting. And back over here to the bottom and all the crazy stuff. I'm surprised to come here and not see a comb. Like at all. Not even a little dusky or anything. Probably about 11:15 or so. We probably got about 15 minutes to get back to the boat. It's tough going over here on the edge. Alright, well, I kind of saw this on the way up, so I skipped over some of this up here because I was in the back earlier. Let's poke around here. Definitely easier to walk. Gracious. That angle is tough going. Oh, there's a buttercup lucine. Nice little buttercup. Right on. White Atlantic simile there. And look at this funky jingle. Nice. So yeah, a bunch of these shells. See where all this ripply stuff is? The water gets up here and then it rushes in and out, creating these little ripples, and these catch shells. So this is always a good place to peek and poke around, even dig a little if you have the time, which at this moment I don't. Wish I did. I could spend a good 10-15 minutes just doing that. Alright, so I'm kind of back to where I was finding the egg cockles now. Some of the fun stuff. Another White Atlantic simile. Ooh, I do very much love these. Awesome. Babe, you're right over where I was finding a bunch of those eggs. Hello, bird. Hi. Stick to this rock line since I didn't really walk this that much earlier. Alright, I'm on battery number 4 now. It's not as hot today, and with the wind I'm not overheating like I usually do, but I am burning through battery, for sure. Oh, so more of that is exposed now as we come back this way. Interesting. Gosh, I wish I had another hour out here. Really and truly. Nice big lucine here. Big old buttercup. Nice. Huh, there's a little juvie fighter I didn't see earlier. He's fun. Nice little juvenile Florida fighting conch. Awesome. Alright. I will pick up my last shell close to the boat. We'll have to see what it ends up being. I always say I'm picking up my last one and then I find like 10 more things. The wood and the driftwood out here are just so striking. I mean, I would seriously like to spend half a day here just taking photos. Never mind filming and showing. Visually very, very striking, compelling place. And if it wasn't for the houses that you see on the neighboring islands, you would feel like you were out in an undiscovered world. Uh-oh, I think that's Gary coming to round us all up. So it looks like Gary coming to round us up. Yeah, just look at this. This is amazing. This is amazing. Wow. This is beautiful sun bleached and surf worn smooth wood. Oh, what a cool place. Nope. No tulips today. Not anything but pieces of them.
Really? A hitch bear vaporwave?
Uh-huh.
Ah,
That's incredible.
We found some great small angel wings too. Really nice ones.
You have them
Like, yeah, right here. Sure.
And I found out what I think is the biggest egg.
Gwelda found some too, and I think.
Oh my goodness, that's great. Well, Gwelda, I didn't realize she was looking for them.
Oh, artisans were always looking for angel wings.
Hold them out again.
Now where's the angel?
In the jar still. I don't want to. Everything's so windy. I'm trying not to let these little guys go. Trying to keep them blocked from the wind.
Okay. Let's see, one more that you're looking at.
Yeah, I've never seen one that big.
Turn it over. Yeah. No, that's a.
Yeah, we got some good ones.
Yeah, we did well with.
Did good on egg cockles today.
So we did well with those. She got a bunch of felons. Nobody wants cockles. They're all over.
I picked up some to make some candles out of, actually.
We'll pull those out when we get back to shore of the hinge spur. They're only about that big.
Got some nice ones of these guys. I got a whelk and a couple of apple murexes, but mostly was picking up littles. And then I picked up a lot of the cockles and angel wings because we don't see them all that often at home. So, you know, grabbing what I can get at home, that's a waste of my time. I want to grab stuff I can't find at home, you know what I mean? I half expected you to have a 12-inch whelk out here. I'm not even going to lie.
I didn't play that much. Couple little angel wings.
We got off the boat, first thing I said, we should have made Gary empty his pockets.
Gary is the one who organizes most of our Shell Club trips, and typically whenever we go on a trip, he almost always finds like one really awesome thing. Gosh, it was this huge true tulip when we went to Kuwait, and when we went to St. Augustine, he found that giant murex. Gary's always good for finding something really cool on one of our trips.
This is a lot of habitat.
I spent half of my time gawking at the driftwood and the shapes and looking in the empty stumps and looking at the periwinkles, and you know, it's just as much as an eco tour as it was a shelling one for me.
Driftwood's great for if you were looking for driftwood. Yeah.
Ooh, there's a little yellow cockle. All right, if I don't find anything else good, that's going to be my last shell. If I find anything else good, I'll pick it up, but that is a really pretty, sunny, gorgeous yellow prickly cockle. Man, Cayo Costa, you were cool. Very, very, very cool. Found some really neat stuff out here. You guys just both stepped over a whelk. Is it in bad shape?
Yeah.
Too bad. Right there.
Last time it was so calm, I was able to do quite a bit of snorkeling around here. There wasn't even much current either.
Oh, today that current and that wind is ridiculous. Kind of made things a little rough going. And very little on the water's edge. Everything was all up in the higher racks, I found, for the most part. Except for some of those little baby angel wings.
The pair came out of the water.
Oh, did it?
Yep.
Some of the nicer ones that I found came out of the water's edge. But some of them came from up in here. And the egg cockles were back in with all the bramble and stuff like that.
I figured that guy that usually snorkels would have been
Yeah, did Dan not come this time?
No, he's been here, he said, a couple of weeks before I came. I was here about 3 weeks ago.
Yeah?
He said he had come maybe a week before that, and he didn't find anything.
Interesting.
So it's all what you're looking for, you know. He likes the big stuff.
Well, plus it's king tides right now, so everything's hit and miss and crazy, you know? It could be, the beach can be covered, and then 2 hours later it can be stripped. All in the same morning.
Looks like at the meeting when they said that Kais is overshelled. We went down there, and I'm going to tell you what.
We macked it. We loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
I
loved
don't know
Cayos.
what the idea of overshelled is, but going and finding absolutely nothing is overshelled. But we probably picked up 50 angel wings while we were there.
And you know what? I would almost be inclined to go back down with Captain Colleen and just go to Morgan.
Yeah.
Not even bother with,
If they would do that.
if they would do it. Or further, just a little further down from there is quote unquote Cape Romano, right? So, but yeah, the piles were 5-6 feet high when we went. It was pretty awesome.
We went down to Dickman's. I'm gonna tell you what, Dickman's was amazing. Yeah. I mean, we got a big round table outside.
Hey, what?
A round table.
You know, like an outdoor patio glass table, kind of, like a round one.
Full all
We
the way
had
to the
it
edge,
piled.
piled up about 8 inches.
We filled a 5-gallon pail pretty much out at Dickman's.
Plus our bags.
This is a couple years ago, of course, but
Yeah, I mean,
Well, what you're looking for. Some people are really picky. They're not happy unless they get that Janoni.
you know, I made my mind up today. I was going to be happy no matter what I got.
Well, you usually have an attitude similar to that. That's why you're never disappointed.
Well, that's true. If you don't have expectations and get mad about not finding something, you get there all that extra time in the day to enjoy what you did find.
I'll say
All right, I gotta wash the junk out of my shoes. I can't stand it. Oh, is this another Atlantic simile? It is. All right. Oh no! The wind took my last shell of the day. No, come back. There we go. Cute little white Atlantic simile. That's a great shell to end my day on. Had a lot of fun here at Cayo Costa. We weren't here very long. It wasn't a long time, but it was a good time, and we found lots of neat littles and fragiles. So I enjoyed myself completely and thoroughly here. I wish we had more time, and I also wish the wind wasn't so insane, because that did make our it cut our trip a little short, because it took us a longer time in travel, and we couldn't land on the Gulf side like we wanted. However, I think I would definitely come back here again, if for nothing else than just photography. And you know, some more little angel wings. Thank you, Cayo Costa. Really enjoyed myself here. Absolutely. One of the best parts about taking these boat tours, especially if we go with the Shell Club, is everybody showing everybody what they found and all their cool stuff when we get back on the boat. That was also pretty cool, so let's check that out. Wow, that's a great find.
I was shocked.
Very, very, very nice.
Or you can keep it out if you want.
We weren't pulling bigs, but we were pulling littles.
All the angel wings.
Yep.
Nice.
And egg cockles. There was all kinds of crazy egg cockles in the back where all that brambly... Oh, hang on a second, I'll show you.
I know, that's what I want.
That's for metal detecting, actually. That's an egg cockle.
Oh, okay.
And they're super smooth. And they got weird colors here that they don't have at home.
They
So
have those on one I never showed you.
that's a nice sunray Venus.
So what?
A sunray Venus clam?
Oh, I have a bunch of those.
Half of us here belong to the Shell Club up in Sarasota. We got like 12 or 15 of us on the boat. So
Somebody asked me if I was in that. I'm like,
I found all the ones like that up at Honeymoon.
sunray Venus, you can also get them at DeSoto, Paso Grill, and Sunset Beach as well. Yep. Gwelda got the find of the day.
She did.
Yep.
Yeah, that's nice. Oh,
It's a beaut. Nice. One of the girls right here has got a whelk that big. Yeah, right here. On
that's a nice yellow.
I would come back out here and spend 2 hours on just photography. I mean, it was just so, with all the bramble and twisted and the mangroves and the trees and stuff like that, there was so many, it was just so compelling to look at. that I ended up not shelling as hard as I should have. But that's okay. We did all right.
This is the check of the day. I'm thinking about that. Find of the day right there.
All right, Gary, I'm going to get out that hinged angel wing pair. I'm going to get out the little hinged angel wing.
My find of the day. Here comes the storm. There's my find of the day. Oh, angel wings?
A hinged pair.
Nice.
John found it.
Did you find it in the water or in the sand? It was on the water's edge.
Isn't that cool?
Quarter mile from the shoreline, and that's an all year round rule. But that became an all year round rule after Hurricane Ian, because before Hurricane Ian there was a season, and the season went from April the 1st all the way through November the 15th. Why did they pick those dates? Because that's when the water is warm enough for the manatees to be around this area. Because if you knew, you probably know that the #1 cause for the death of a manatee is
Cold.
propellers.
Cold and starvation. Yeah.
Hypothermia. They die if they're cold. That's the reason why they pick those days. That's when the time when they hang around this area. But there's a few fish houses to the north. So that house was built by J. Norwood Darling. J. Norwood Darling.
Ding Darling?
Okay. Does the name by any chance? You said it.
Ding Darling?
Rings a bell, right? Yep. Yeah, Ding Darling Wildlife Refuge in Sanibel was named after J. Norwood Darling because he played a great role about wildlife preservation. He initiated the dog stamp program. He used the money that he collected to buy land for that purpose. Franklin Delano Roosevelt appointed him as the head of the U.S. Biological Survey, which is today Fish and Wildlife Service.
Gonna get a cruise
So
Eagle
Ding
Alley
Darling
here.
built that one house on the right-hand side, but he did not build it for himself. He actually built it for his wife, and he wanted to give it to her as a wedding anniversary present. Come on, ladies, go ahead.
Ah.
All right. There you go.
Looks like that one got lifted,
The
huh?
house was finished in 1942. It was anniversary day, and she was drinking a cold Cuban mojito by the swimming pool over at Twin Waters. Could have been a margarita, could have been a Bloody Mary, but it's a Cuban telling the story, therefore we're going to continue with the story that way. All right? A mojito was what she was drinking. He told her to drink it up.
Mojito thing.
He brought it all the way from the Twin Waters to the house. When they were in front of the house, Ding Darling told her how much he loved her. Happy anniversary, honey. Turn around, for I have a wonderful surprise for you. As soon as she turned around, my friends, she started to cry. And with tears rolling down the cheeks, she suddenly said, I don't like it. And she never set foot in the house, believe it or not.
Like I mentioned last week, our first mate Carlos is a fantastic storyteller, and he was full of all kinds of neat little tales and stories and stuff like that. So if you go out with Captiva Cruises, that's actually part of what makes the cruise fun. Carlos is full of all kinds of neat facts and interesting trivia and information and all sorts of things. So he makes the boat ride really enjoyable, even though it's a little longer than you might want the boat to be. We got off the boat after we were finished with Captiva Cruises. There was a great little lunch place that was close by called the Bubble Room. Now, close for most folks, if they're not walker wheelchair, it's just a block or two away from where the parking lot is at Captiva Cruises and McCarthy Marine. But I'm already wiped because, you know, we've been out there for a little while. So we got in the van and tried to get to the Bubble Room, and there was absolutely no place to park. That's one thing about Captiva. Parking is like at a premium, especially over there by where the marina is, and it's really, really tight around there. Can't park on the street, so we looped around a couple of times trying to find a place. Couldn't find a place to park. Ended up going back onto Sanibel Island and grabbing ourselves some lunch there because we also wanted to go to the shell shop too. I was running out of battery juice too, and we have another stop to make after lunch because we're going to go to the shell shop. So I saved my batteries, but I did get a little huckster shirt. Let me just hold up the logo so you can see it here. And this is a cute, cute, cute little deli right there on Sanibel, not far from the shell shop where we were heading to, which is called, I can never say this, oh my god, this is like such a tongue twister. She sells seashells. And Huckster's is almost like right by it. So we stopped there and got deli sandwiches. Great, great little deli, really cute little spot. And they had some t-shirts and some other fun things in there. But oh my gosh, boar's head and this awesome, awesome bread. And it was great. So if you're out on Sanibel and you're looking for a lunch option, I would totally, totally recommend this place. We really liked it. It was really tasty. We finished up our lunch and went over to She Sells Seashells. I've driven by this place at least a half a dozen times. On my way, you know, different times I've gone to Shell here or whatever, had something else going on, hours weren't right. So when I got a chance to go to this place, I kind of jumped on it because I've been dying to see what it's like in there for a really long time. Now, She Sells Seashells has been around for ages. And Ann Jaffe's like a legend down there. She's really, really very big part of the shelling community in the Sanibel Fort Myers area. And her shop is just tasty. They did take some damage from Ian, and I'm not sure if they did from Helene Milton, but I think they might have too. And so they had to, you know, they lost a lot of the things that were in there, kind of had to start over a little again. But what a cute, cute, cute little shell shop. Just adorable and really neat stuff inside. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get a lot of footage at this point. I'm on my last battery of the day. I turned the camera on and it shuts right back off. So I only managed to get a little bit of footage of what this place looks like. So I actually went and grabbed some other photos from online, things people have posted to Yelp and stuff like that, just to give you a little bit of idea of what you'll see when you go there. We're finally getting to see, I can't even say it. She Sells Seashells. I've wanted to come here for the longest time and never had the chance before, but we're gonna stop today and check this place out. Okay, this is a fun place. Shells, shells, and more shells. Awesome. Oh my gosh, look at these little guys. Puffer fish. Here you see some pictures of what their building looks like so you know what to look for, and their iconic sign, which everybody knows really well from over there. And it's just a really cute little shell shop and gift shop. Prices are pretty good, and there's all kinds of nifty neato stuff that you won't see in a lot of other places. So if you get a chance while you're on Sanibel, I highly recommend stopping here. Totally worth your time. I also grabbed this adorable book. This is by Anne, actually, and it has all kinds of really cute little things made out of shells, ornaments and things like that. And I'm just going to kind of flip through so you can see a little bit of what's in this book. But I am going to be doing a review and project from this, and I have decided that I think that pufferfish is the cutest. I love that little fish. I think he's adorable. So as we get closer to the holidays, I will show you how this project works up. I may tweak and change it a little bit to kind of make it my own. And you can get your copy of this book from the shop, where I paid $12 for it. And that's pretty good considering there's like a bunch of projects in here, like 20 or 30 projects at least. But look how cool is this? She autographed the ones that are in the store. So I've got an autographed copy of the book, which is pretty awesome. I think that's amazing. I know how hard work it is to put a book together myself, so props. And this is really, really cool. And this was published in 2002. And it says, published in the United States, first paperback edition, published by Anne. So yeah, it was self-published. I'm not really sure if it was done through Amazon or if it was done another way, but either way, you can get this from them at the shop. So look for it if you're down here in the area and you want to pick up a copy, because there's some really adorable little projects in it. I can't wait to make that little fish, try a couple of them out, and give you guys a solid review. Well, thanks so much for joining us this week, and I really hope that you enjoyed this two-part adventure out to Cayo Costa and a little visit to a couple of places on Sanibel. Made for a pretty fun little day, and the shelling was cool, and the scenery there at Cayo. Oh my gosh, I want to go back and just take like photos there. It really was very visually compelling. So if you do go to Cayo, make sure that you're aware that you're going to be like, ooh, everywhere you look. Try to keep your focus a little closer to the sand, because otherwise that scenery is going to captive you too. And make sure you watch the end of the video. There's going to be some links that pop up here with some other adventures. These are the things that YouTube thinks that you would like to see next. Thanks so much for joining us. And remember, if you want to have adventures like these, then you know what you need to do. Get out there and go shelling.